Alrighty! What's up, everybody? We are live! And Nick is here, the tribal chief. And there you go, he's here. You didn't have to tell me that, but it's okay. Whatever. Alright. So, what's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore and Nick are here. We are live! We are here and we are fear. And we are better than him. But I digress. So, we're here for video number 2 on this Wednesday evening, February the 2nd, 2022, or this is a historic day, ladies and gentlemen, 2/2/22, and later this month it'll be 2/22/22, and that'll be the last time that we'll see it for this year. I mean, next year we'll get 2/23/23, but you won't get like something like something like that. It's like a palindrome or whatever it's called. But it is history today, February the 2nd, 2022, 2/2/22, and later on this month, 2/22/22. So go place your bets and go to the lottery machine. Yeah, maybe you'll win. I doubt it, but you probably won't win. But anyway, that's all I gotta say about that. So on this Wednesday, I say Tuesday. It's Wednesday evening, February the 2nd, 2022, Groundhog's Day, or as we call it, Hedgehog's Day, and that goddamn hedgehog, I couldn't catch it, so I can shoot it right in the fucking head like I like to do with my fucking haters. Right in the fucking head. Bing! But I digress. The hedgehog saw its shadow, so now we're getting 6 more goddamn weeks of winter. So, right by the end of March, right around when spring officially starts, and which is near the end of March, it will be the official end of winter. So, got a couple more weeks to go. So, right around St. Patrick's Day, or maybe a little bit after St. Patrick's Day, winter will be hopefully over, and I hope we don't get any big storms. I know we're supposed to get one tomorrow, but it's supposed to be heavy rain, which may turn into sleet, and maybe a little bit of ice in the morning on Friday. So if you're going out Friday morning to work or wherever you have to go, just be safe, and that's it. You know, the roads are still kind of slick, from all the snow that we got. Well, here in the New York area, if you live in Boston or anywhere points north, or you're still digging out, and you probably won't be digging out till May at this rate, but sucks to be you. But I digress. So, yeah, it's pretty warm out here. It's 41 degrees, pretty nice. It's misting and cloudy and fog. So right before the storm that we're getting overnight tonight, going into most of tomorrow, they said heavy rain. So all this snow that we're gonna get is gonna melt. That's great, but then going into the tomorrow night and going into Friday morning, it could freeze over. It could freeze, go over to freezing rain, and then some ice, sleet. Just to be a mess overnight into Friday morning. Not that I'm going anywhere, but. Well, the weekend I might be going somewhere, but we'll see what happens with that. Because I got really nothing to do this weekend. I'm always off on the weekend, so. And I do work, for those of you who think I don't work. Why do you think I have merchandise in music? Because I work in music, obviously. So. But it is what it is. That's all I gotta say about that. I was supposed to go to the supermarket. I kind of went to I did go a little bit of shopping. Had to get a couple sodas, which I have one. As always, trusty Pepsi. Because when you drink Pepsi, ladies and gentlemen, you get the girls go, "Oh shit!" That's the way it is. Don't drink Coke because really, you drink Coke, you really can't get the girls to go, "Oh shit!" I mean, you still could, but they won't go, "Oh shit!" And you'll be getting your dick sucked for a long time. Just saying. I don't know. Nick knows what I'm talking about most of the time, but but I digress. So, my tribal chief is still here. I told Lauren about it too, Nick, so don't worry about that. So Nick is in the chat, so if you want to fuck with us, you're gonna have to fuck with Nick too. So bring it on, bitches, bring it on. All right, so we got that. So it is what it is. So hope everybody had a great Wednesday. Hopefully you guys are safe in the Northeast. Well, if not, well, too bad. But yeah, did some work today, and then I got to do some more work tomorrow. And then we'll work on Friday, and then I'm off for the weekend. I know the Pro Bowl's on Sunday. Really don't give two shits. So probably just gonna have a chill weekend. Watch some old school wrestling. Just chill with the missus. Get the business done, if you know what I mean. And then maybe Sunday, we'll go out Sunday to have some dinner with my parents. And that's pretty much what I gotta say about that. And then we start a new week, the first week of February. And then we're getting ready for Valentine's Day. And I already have my Valentine's Day plans all set up. Taking the missus out to a nice Italian dinner. Or lunch, really. And then after that, you know what happens. You know what happens on Valentine's Day. It's National Get a Whole Ton of Condoms Day, and then half of you don't use it. So there's a humongous surge of babies being born on Valentine's Day, or being made, I should say, on Valentine's Day, but don't need those running around right now. Just saying. All right, got 4 people 4 people watching. Thank you all for the viewership the last couple of days. I've been at 5. A couple times I've been at 5. Yesterday at like 3 times I was at 7, almost 8 at one point. So hopefully we can get to about 10, 15, 30. I would love 30, 40, 50. I mean, I know it'll probably be trolls with their 600,000 accounts, but I don't really give a shit. At least they're watching. Thank you for the free views, assholes. But I digress. So we got that. All right. So on this Wednesday evening, almost Wednesday night, here in the Northeast and wherever you may be, got Dynamite coming up in about a little under an hour on TBS. MJF and CM Punk in Chicago. Which is probably, I would hope it's going to be the main event. I would not start with that. It should be the main event. But I'm not the booker. I'm not Tony Khan. I wish I had his money, but I'm not Tony Khan. And I wish Tony Khan would give me a goddamn job. So, please go on Twitter and tell Tony Khan to, get me a job. I don't care if that's have to, clean the toilets in the arenas or something like that. I don't care. It's a job. It's a job. Making money, and I'm in the backstage area meeting Britt Baker, baby, and Adam Cole, baby. He might be scared to meet me. He thinks there's rumors that he thinks that I stalk him, but I don't stalk him. There's no proof I stalk him. So I mean, he's a great wrestler and all, but I'm a boy and everything. But if there's anybody I would stalk, it's probably Oscar, But I don't stalk Oscar, man. I can't stalk my Asian triple threat, so. Oscar, Kyrie, Io. But we'll move on with that. Alright, let's get this review, and then we're gonna lead you right into Dynamite from Chicago. And that's it. Alright, so NXT begins the month of February. Last night, as always, from Nickelodeon Studios at the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida. And okay, we got that. Yes, Nick. Yes, I know. So anyway, at the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida, with another week of NXT, we're gearing up. We got 2 more weeks of action until their next event, Vengeance Day 2, which will be on February the 15th on Sci-Fi. Next week's show will be on Sci-Fi as well because of the fucking Olympics that nobody cares to watch. Are you gonna watch? I'm not. I mean, what is it? What is there to watch for the Winter Olympics? I know it's in Japan. What is it in Beijing, Japan? I don't know where the fuck it is. I really don't care. Why should I watch the Olympics? I mean, tell me why. Why should I watch the Olympics? Why does it have to be preempted? Why does it have to be on the goddamn USA Network? Why? Why can't it just be exclusive to NBC? Oh, that's right. USA is run by NBC Universal. That's right. Obviously. All right. So next 2 weeks of for Raw and NXT are going to be preempted, as both Raw and NXT will be on the Sci-Fi Network. So hopefully some of you guys and girls have the Sci-Fi channel, and if not, well, too bad. Maybe next time you should upgrade your cable or dish. Or just watch it on a free stream, then that'll save you a little bit of money. But it is what it is. So I got that. So we're gearing up for more action in the next 2 weeks, forming some matches. We already got, I think, one match already announced, as was announced yesterday. So we got that. So we got into that. Alright, so let's get into the action. Let's not waste any time. And as always, our commentary team of that man that's banging Mackenzie Mitchell, Vic Joseph, and his color commentator, the great, the legend. Wait for it. Wait for it. Legendary. The man who used to be in Nexus, the legendary. Bad news, Wade Barrett. I'm afraid I got some bad news for you, trolls. Bad news from Peter Gilmore. Oh, he's a great man. But I'm afraid I got some bad news if you want to fuck with him. There you go. Alright, so anyway, we start off with match number 1 right away. We start with Imperium. I'll get up and do it. So we got Imperium, by the way. Say hello to Ash Costello of New Year's Day. Another great band. They can whip your band's ass. But anyway, Imperium comes out, the NXT Tag Team Champions, Fabian Aichner and Marcel Barthel, along with Gunther, as they take on the Diamond Mine of Roderick Strong and the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus. This came about last week, as we all know what happened. Roddy got destroyed by Gunther, and then the Creed brothers won the first round match in the Dusty Rhodes American Dream Tournament, which I think is going to be coming around next week. I would think next week, because the women's hasn't started yet. How are they going to do the women's tournament in 2 weeks? I don't understand that. I mean, there's not that many women's tag teams, but how are you going to do a tournament? And the finals are at Vengeance Day, I assume, right? How the fuck are they going to do that with the women? The men's going to be over, I would assume, on the 15th, or they do the semifinals next week, which I think they will probably do. Then the finals, there you go. How are you going to do the women's tournament in the span of 2 weeks? I know Persia Parada and Indy Hartwell are in it, and now, well, I'll get to that, who the other participant is. There's only like maybe 2 tag teams, 3, maybe a couple tag teams actually, maybe 4 tag teams there. So you're gonna have basically a semifinal. You have 2 semifinal matches. There's no quarterfinals. You have the 2 semifinal matches next week, and then you have the finals on Vengeance Day. There's no build. I'm like, this tournament sucks. It sucks, buddy. It sucks. It sucks. Settle down, Beavis. All right. So I don't know how that's gonna work. But anyway, let's get to this match. This 6-man tag team match. So Imperium comes out. Fans start chanting for Walter. You hearing the fans, Vince? Nick Khan? You fucking Indian piece of shit. What do you think you get rid of Shane McMahon? Nick Khan got rid of him. It wasn't Vince McMahon. It was Nick Khan. By the way, check out my video from earlier today about Shane McMahon getting fired from the WWE by really Nick Khan. I don't think, Vince has the last say, but, But really, Vince firing his own son, I don't think that's the stupidest idea I ever heard. It was Nick Khan, basically. It was Nick Khan and Vince, basically, but the main guy was Nick Khan. What do you think they call him? Nick Khan Man. Because he's a piece of shit. He's destroying the WWE from within, right before Vince croaks. But anyway, we move on. So the fans chant for Walter, or Gunther. So they start posing, and, Gunther's not having any of it. I'm like, okay. And you could tell that, when Walter gets in and he hears the fans chanting for Walter, he's like, why am I Gunther? Why am I Gunther? Talk to Vince. Talk to Nick Khan. Don't talk to the fans. Don't talk to me. I've known you as Walter from a long time ago. It's just stupid to call him Gunther. Stupid. But anyway, so it starts out with Roddy and Gunther. So Gunther kicks Roddy in the head right before the bell. And then Brutus comes in and suplexes Fabian Aichner. But Aichner manages a regal roll. Interesting. A big power display between both guys. Then Marcel Barthel comes in, locks in a 1924 armbar as the Walter chants continue. Brutus fights up to his feet and hands it off to Julius, his brother. No, I don't think they're actual brothers. I could be wrong. For some knees to the ribs. But that gets broken up pretty quickly as Marcel Barthel hits a middle rope elbow to face. Then Gunther comes in to kick Julius right in the head. As we go to break, we come back. Brutus comes back in to get suplexed onto Barthel. Ouch. For a near fall. But then Barthel gets over for a tag to Gunther. So all three men try to stop him. That ain't working. But everything breaks down, and it's Brutus destroying the entire group, which leaves him for a showdown with Gunther. Sorry, Brutus. You might have had to go Popeye the Sailor Man and have some spinach, because there's no way you're gonna beat Gunther or Walter. So, blah blah blah. Gunther puts Brutus in a sleeper. Then he hits a power bomb. 1, 2, 3. Imperium get the win in just under 12 minutes. So obviously, Imperium has Diamond Mine's number. As we saw, I think last week, Roddy got destroyed by Walter or Gunther, and then this week the entire group beats Imperium. The entire group loses to Imperium. I don't even think Ivy Nile could have stopped them. Or Malcolm. Well, Malcolm Bivens would have got destroyed too, but it is what it is. So Imperium continues their reign of terror in NXT right now, and I guess it's gonna be a while before we find out who wins the Dusty Cup and faces off with Imperium, probably at Stand and Deliver. The show after that, so that's WrestleMania weekend, supposedly. I don't know why it's going to be on at 12 o'clock on day 1 and day 2. at 12 o'clock. So there's going to be a lot of reviews and reactions those 2 days. I don't think anybody's going to be able to sleep those 2 days. Or maybe when NXT goes off the air, you can go to sleep from 3 o'clock to about 6 o'clock. Because I think WrestleMania starts at 6 or 7. That's with that, if you don't want to watch the pre-show, of course. So you can do a live reaction at 12. Take a break. Go get some grub. Get some food. Go have sex with your girlfriend or your boyfriend. I don't really give a shit. And then get ready for about 5, maybe 6 hours of WrestleMania on night 1 and 2. And then by the time you go to bed and finish your WrestleMania night 2 review, it'll be like 2 o'clock, and then you gotta go to work the next day. That sucks. They should have Stand and Deliver on that Tuesday, April 5th and 6th, which they did last year. The nights after WrestleMania. Not on WrestleMania Day. It's overkill. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Alright, so Imperium get the win. I think they're going to face off again with the Creed brothers, who are going to win the tournament at Vengeance Day, but we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so it's an okay match. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I just really wish that Gunther would change back to Walter. Just saying. Alright, about 55 minutes away from Dynamite, so we're going to get this going. Let's go. Alright, then we go to the back with our good buddy, Eli Drake. And that's not an insult. That is just a fact of life. Yeah! Dummy. Yeah! I wish he said dummy again. I don't know why he doesn't say dummy anymore. Dummy, yeah! I guess they don't let him use it because it was in TNA. Or he just doesn't want to say it. I don't know. Somebody talk to Eli for me. Anyway, so Eli's in the back. He's getting ready for Grayson Waller. And, this little, the big man, his bodyguard, Sangra, or whatever the fuck his name is. He's ready to beat him up. And then Joe Gacy and Harlan come in to interrupt. Gacy suggests that Eli has a problem, and he offers to get together with Eli and offer Harlan to him so he can, take on Grayson and Sangra. But Eli's like, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to that ring, and we're going to get together, and I'm going to have not one, but 2 more harassments, what do you call it? Restraining orders. One for you, and one for you. So he's going to have 3 restraining orders. Good lord. But all in all, it's gonna lead to a match later on with Gacy and Eli. And it does not end well for Eli. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so I get that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then it's time for the sexy part of the show. As we got my American triple threat. Next to, well, really a fatal 4-way, if you will. We got Mandy Rose, Gigi Dolan, and JC Jane, Toxic Attraction. Whew! And then you add Sasha into that mix. And Rosemary. I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough of that pussy. And not pussycat. Pussy. Actual anatomy pussy, if you know what I mean. I'm like JD. But anyway. So Toxic Attraction comes out. Gigi Dolan starts talking, and they're ready to beat Indy Hartwell and Persia Parada for the women's tag team belts, assuming they win the tournament, which I don't think they will, but you never know. It's in 2 weeks, I'm sorry. So it is a title match. Alright, so they're ready for Indy and Persia in 2 weeks at Vengeance Day for the women's tag team championship. And then Mandy, looking hot as always, is about to talk, and then within the the red-haired fireball from Scotland, Kaylee Ray, comes out. And he's like, what do you want title match? And Mandy's like, no. So Kaylee Ray brings a green baseball bat to the ring. And, Mandy's like, put the bat down, and I'll let JC Jane and Gigi leave, and we can talk, like women. All right, so she does that, but Mandy would rather talk about herself and her own modeling career and fitness competition accomplishments, bikini world champion, stuff like that. And then Kaylee Ray's like, okay, well, I've held the NXT UK Women's title for almost 2 goddamn years. And while I was doing that, you were falling on your sexy ass at WrestleMania and sucking Otis's fat face. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I mean, come on. She should be sucking my face and my dick, which kind of we'll be doing on a nightly basis. But ain't that right, Mandy? But anyway, we get that. So it's kind of like a low blow to Mandy. So Mandy talks about how great she is and how she is what WWE wants and all the talent in the world will never replace her. So Kaylee Ray says that she'll have her title match by the end of the night and then slaps Mandy right in her beautiful face. And then she grabs the bat and then chases off the ladies to the back. And that's pretty much it. So we'll see what happens at the end of the night. If she gets a title shot or, not. That's it. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright. Once again, the chat room's open if you guys want to come in and chat. But if not, then get the fuck out of here. But thank you for the free views. Assholes. And we'll move on from there. Alright. Then we go to the back with Mackenzie Mitchell and her special guest, the skater girl. She was a skater girl. I say, see you later, girl. I'll be backstage after the show. So we have Cora Jade. She's there, ready to prove herself to Raquel Gonzalez, even if it means taking a big-time beating, which she will. And then Raquel comes in, looking hot. That Chiquita Bonita. Oh, yes. God damn you, Braun Strowman. Anyway, so Raquel comes in, asks if she's ready for the match. Jade's like, I'm in. So we get that match, and it's kind of weird seeing Raquel with her hair down because usually she has her hair up. But I don't care if she has her hair up or down. She's still a hot piece of Latina ass. That ass, if you know what I mean. Not like AJ Lee, that ass, but Rosie got a nice ass too, but she's not with me at the moment. But she went out to do some errands, and then she had to do some important things she has to do tomorrow. So she's staying the night at her friend's house. So she'll be back tomorrow. So get that. All right, so we got that. So we'll see what happens with Cora Jade and Raquel Gonzalez coming up next. But the segment I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, during the break, we see Toxic Attraction trying to leave the arena in Mandy's car. They get stopped for an interview, but they don't want to talk. So JC Jane and Gigi get in the car, and then Mandy stops, and then she starts berating Kaylee Ray again. And then she tries to get in the car, and it's locked, and then she's telling the ladies to open the door, but then the window rolls down, and it's Kaylee Ray in a hoodie. And then she's like, I'll be right back for you. Right? So, I don't know. She speeds off. I don't know where the hell she went. And basically, she kidnaps Gigi Dolan and JC Jane. They go out of the parking lot. Maybe went to the nearest strip club. I don't know. I mean, come on. If you got two hotties like JC Jane and Gigi Dolan, she probably went to the nearest strip club and say, hey, I'm gonna drop you off to the strip club. Go ahead. Oh, I'll pick you up in about 5 hours. Just remember to bring my tips. But yeah, those two ladies, and along with Mandy, they can sit on my cock for a lifetime. I probably need about 3 new pairs of pants and shorts. But I digress. All right, so we'll see what happens with that. And when Kaylee Ray comes back, she's gonna be looking for Mandy and looking for an answer. So we'll see what happens with that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars as well, and we move on from there. All right, then we get to Corey Jade and Raquel Gonzalez. I thought this would have been a squash match, but it went 11 damn minutes, not including the entrances as well. But so it starts off with Corey Jade kind of playing a little bit of a cat and mouse game with Raquel. Raquel's not having that. Raquel just beats the living shit out of her for a while. But Jade sat on top, but manages to knock Gonzalez away. Gonzalez tries another swinging side effect, but gets reversed into... Well, we couldn't tell because the screen went black, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Because we had a wardrobe malfunction with Raquel's top, so you saw it. Well, if we didn't have those black boxes, if you were at the arena, you saw some titties. Damn! I want to see Raquel's hot titties. God damn it. And only if there was Raquel Gonzalez nudes out there, but sadly they're not. Well, unless Braun Strowman leaks them. You bastard, Braun Strowman. Bastard! Why can't I have anything good in the world? Alright, well, I have my Asian triple threat, so that makes me happy. Said that you motherfuckers can't get that, because you can't get real pussy. Because you're on YouTube 24/7, going back and forth with yourselves and jerking off to yourselves in your big circle jerk. Jacking off the guys like me and Chase and Double Z and fan of YouTube and even Nick himself too. That's what you do. You jack off in the morning, at lunch, and at night when you go to sleep. You're jacking off. Make sure you wash your hands after. Don't splash on us. But I digress. So anyway, so we get the black box. Not once, twice, 3 times. Jade drives her into the corner for a near fall, and a rope walk Hurricane Rana staggers Miss Chiquita Bonita. That's Raquel Gonzalez. Then we get an enziguri by Corey Jade. Gonzalez finally just says, "That's it, this bitch is done." Lifts her up, boom, Chicana bomb, 1, 2, 3. The beast. The sexy Chicana beast, I call her. Raquel Gonzalez gets the win over Corey Jade in 11 minutes. But I give Corey Jade a little bit of credit for taking a beating and still being able to, withstand the match. And, that's it. So after the match, Gonzalez leaves and then says, "God damn, I gotta tag with her." So she leaves, comes back in, picks up Corey Jade, and goes, "Let's go win this thing." Meaning the Dusty Classic. Now, they're gonna win it? I would probably think they will. I don't know. I mean, who else is in it? Besides maybe Persia and Indy, and maybe Amari Miller and somebody else. Maybe EO and Tiffany Stratton. Not that I think they would win. I'd like to see them in the finals, but I just don't think they're gonna win. But I just have a feeling that EO's going to team up with Tiffany Stratton, and it's not going to sit well with Zoe Stark. And then we're going to finally get, probably at Stand and Deliver, or maybe after that, probably in the summertime, EO versus Zoe Stark. And that'll be your feud for that. So we get that. So we'll move on. All right, let me acknowledge the chat for a little bit. Right, Nick's here. Nick says, "I know you don't stalk wrestlers. It's fake news from the trolls and haters, basically. They think I stalk them. That's not true, because they stalk us. And they've been doing it since, who's been around. And I proved that, by the way. They think it's a lie, but I proved it with a receipt. These motherfuckers can't prove fucking shit. Yeah, him. Mr. Clean. They work for Mr. Clean. The coward that he is. And his other cowards. Especially one from Brainerd, Massachusetts. A little fat fuck that looks like a piece of like a rat. Actually, you know who he is, Nick. Claims that I left a comment that was like a sexual assaulting one of his fake friends. So I said, it's like, get ready for your BBC and your prison raping, because that's where they're gonna go. So that's not really sexual assault, morons. These fucking trolls are something else, man. These fucking trolls are something else, man. Saying I don't have proof, this and that, continuing to stalk, continuing to do 50 million videos, and their threats to come to my door and beat me up in the spring ain't gonna happen, because I got security cameras all around my house. My neighbors have security cameras all around their house. I already filed reports, so you want to come down and go to jail automatically, then that's fine by me. But if you want, you really want to go to the hospital, fine by me. Or you want to fight Nick, that's fine by me. You want to go to the hospital too, fine by me. But just remember, me and Nick and everybody else associated with me, we know people that know people. Especially me and Nick here in the New York area, we know a lot of people. Especially in the New York wrestling scene. I don't have to name them, but I'll name some of them. Jose and Joel Maximo, Mike Verna, the Greek God Papanon, Prince Nana, Mikey Mittens, anybody from the New York Wrestling Academy, Danny D'Amato. I know Matt Tremont personally. I know Stockade personally. All I have to do is just give him a call or hit him up on Facebook and say, hey, these guys are messing with me. Can you come down and put the fear of God into these motherfuckers? I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. Let's get a hardcore match and put them through electric barbed wire. Fucking end their fucking lives, man. But these motherfuckers ain't gonna come. They're not gonna come. Been saying it for 13 goddamn years. This year will be 13. Been saying it for 13 goddamn years. No proof. And they say they're gonna come. They never come. They back out. 2 months before they actually do it, they're not, they pussy out. I don't care if you're going to a Yankee game. I don't care. I'm going to the same game. Just don't know where I'm going to sit. But I will know where you sit. Because I have friends at Yankee Stadium, too. I have a lot of friends. I may be a Met fan, but I have a lot of friends that work in Yankee Stadium. And that's it's including the security guards. Just saying. So, yeah. I don't think you want to come in the spring there, Mr. Coat. Or Scroat. And to the other one that supposedly lives in Jersey, who wants to come in the summertime, I won't be around in the summertime. Much. I'll be in Florida. My home away from home. So, it is what it is. So, you're not coming. So get the fuck out of here and shut the fuck up. But if you do, then you know what's coming to you. You're going to get a prison beating outside of prison, and then when we put you in prison, we'll make sure you don't get out. Because you're going to get a big black cock from Bubba on a daily basis. We'll make sure of that. I don't care if you clip this. I don't give a shit. It's a proven fact. We're not playing victims either. We're just telling the truth. But you want to run your mouths and do that shit, then fine. All right, enough about that. Enough about that shit. We'll move on. Okay, let's move on. Elimination Chamber 2022 to be held in Saudi Arabia. Why? Ask WWE that question. I thought it was going to be Super Showdown, but usually February is usually the Elimination Chamber, but now they're going to put the Elimination Chamber for the first time ever in Saudi Arabia. Because I think, the Saudi prince, it's all about the money. The blood money. He's giving to Vince, so that's why. And I think it's going to be a horrible event. Like the Royal Rumble was. Why do you think they fired Shane McMahon? Who's next to get fired or released? I mean, Brian Kendrick didn't really get released. I think did he get released? Not that he was a wrestler, he was just on NXT. And he doesn't have a 30 or 90-day compete clause. He's fighting tonight against, who's he fighting? Moxley. Moxley versus Kendrick tonight. Oh, I hate to be you, Brian Kendrick. I hope you smoke as much weed as possible. Because you're in for a beating. From Jon Moxley! Just saying. So we got that. So there you go. But if the Elimination Chamber is not as good as we thought, we think it might be, there might be releases way before WrestleMania. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so we'll see what happens with Raquel Gonzalez and Cora Jade as they go on into the Dusty Cup. I think they probably win it now, but we'll see what happens with that. Probably next week. I would say next week. And that's on Sci-Fi, don't forget. Next 2 weeks on Sci-Fi. Same thing with Monday Night Raw. Now, next week's SmackDown, the February 11th show, is live, but after the show, they're going to tape the week after SmackDown, the February 18th edition of SmackDown, because they can't do it live, obviously, because the next night's in Saudi Arabia. So, there you go. And both of those will be on Fox as well. So, there you go. Let me move on. Alright, then we see a video from the Warrior of the Sun, Saray, who kind of looks like a little Japanese schoolgirl. And talking about her grandmother gave her necklace, which looks like a big-ass sun. Big orange reddish sun. Now she puts it on. So we see her in the back, and then she sees like a big light. She hears the crowd noise, and then she sees the light, and she goes into the light. And I'm like, you're not gonna come out like that, are you? I mean, I don't mind it, but whatever. So she goes through the light, goes through the entrance, and then she comes out with her gear. I mean, looking amazing. Of course, because all Japanese girls look amazing. That's why Japanese women's wrestling is... Damn it, Nick, me and you should save up all our money, go to Japan, and proceed to stalk all those chicks in Joshi and start them. What do you say? Let's do it. Me and Nick going to Japan. And gonna find some hot ladies like Maki Ito, motherfucker! And Amita Sakamura. Hey, maybe we'll find Hikaru Shida there. I don't know. But yeah, we go to that event and then, go backstage and then they'll be all sucking our dick a long time. Then we have sushi! No. But anyway, so we see that. So Saray's gonna be in action against Kayla Inlay. Who the fuck is this chick? But first, we have a video to continue the feud between Pete fucking Dunne and hey, get in here. Hey, it's my cousin, Tony D'Angelo. He gets you a pizza for $2. There you go. So we got a video of the funeral for Pete Dunne before last week's match with Cameron Grimes to the moon. We saw Pete Dunne come back and smash Tony D'Angelo's hand with a cricket bat. Not that he plays cricket, because people from well, he's from what? He's from Scotland, right? Pete Dunne's, I think, from Scotland, or well, he's somewhere in the UK or Ireland. So yeah, hits him with that. So basically, challenges Tony D'Angelo to another match, probably to end this feud, and it's going to be contested in a steel cage, brother. And that's probably going to be on at Vengeance Day. I can't wait for that. And I hope Tony D'Angelo wins the feud. Because really, what does Pete Dunne have left to do in NXT? Besides win the world title, which he hasn't yet. But we'll move on from that. Alright, so we get the Saray and Kayla inlay. Quick almost 3.5 minute match. Nothing really happened here. So Saray was dressed as a sexy schoolgirl, and then she comes out in her hot, still looking hot in her wrestling gear. Now she changed her hair a little bit, which I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. So she goes for a code of honor, and Kayla Inlay's like, "Fuck your honor," smack, bitch. Anyway, so Saray knocks her into the corner. That gets broken up. Then we get breaking news from Mackenzie Mitchell that Kaylee Ray is returning to the arena, but no sign of Gigi Dolan and Casey Jane. So they're probably at the strip club. Well, I don't think she would have came all the way to my house and came all the way back, so I can have a tag team match with Gigi Dolan and Casey Jane. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because we would go all night long. But I digress. Anyway, Saray fights up, hits that running drop kick in the ropes. I think that move might be outlawed pretty soon. That's a dangerous move. But anyway, so she hits that. Then she hits a high collar suplex that she didn't really get all of it. But in any event, she gets the win. And she starts 2022 off on a great start. So we'll see what happens with the Warrior of the Sun, Saray, in the next coming weeks, and that's it. So, match was alright. Gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Okay. Alright, after that, we get a video on Duke Hudson, who's giving himself a haircut. Why, Cameron didn't finish the job for you when he cut your hair a couple months ago? So anyway, he talks about Daniel Chen and the other guy, Raj Singh, whatever his stupid name is. And basically say he's gonna make his own luck anymore. Okay. He ripped that Raj guy ass, hitting him with the beat his ass, and then Daniel Chen came in and said, "Hey, I'm not gonna let you know when I'm gonna fight you. Okay, I'm gonna go fight you now." And then basically, what happened? Duke Hudson took out his injured leg again. So there you go. That's it. So we get that. Alright, then we go to the locker room with the NXT World Heavyweight Champion, Braun Breaker. He's warming up, and then we see his tag team partner for tonight in a 3-on-2 handicap match against Legado del Fantasma, and that man is the Psycho Killer, Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa hands him Goldie, the NXT World title, and he suggests that Breaker doesn't know what he's in for, but as for tonight, they'll take it to Legado del Fantasma. Now, does that mean that Ciampa's going to get one more title shot before he actually goes and gets misused on the main roster? Which that's happening. Same thing with EO. But we'll see what happens with that. And in a little bit. I have some lights on here that are coming down. I gotta fix that. I don't know how I'm gonna fix it, but I don't need it, but it's just an extra set of lights. Like sparkly lights, like the ones I have in my window. But just in case, when I go to bed, I have the lights, so at least people know I'm home, or I'm sleeping, or I'm not home. But whatever. So we get that. So we'll see what happens with that in the main event. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go to the ring where we have the the undisputed NXT North American champion Carmelo Hayes and his good buddy Trick Williams. They're ready for Cameron Grimes to the moon. So they're ready for him because Hayes is always looking down on him. So Cameron comes out looking like $1,000,000. So the fans go to the moon. They're chanting. Cameron's all hype and everything. So Cameron tells Carmelo that he looks like SpongeBob. And look at that. So give me a second. I have to go to use the bathroom. So we'll get that. Ugh. Alright, we're back. Had to drain the lizard. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so Cameron comes out and he calls Carmelo SpongeBob. He's like, "You look like SpongeBob." And he calls Crick Squidward. Like, seriously. Anyway. So Crick Williams talks a lot, but Grimes is like, "Dude, what the fuck are you saying? I don't understand you." And like Crick's like, "Carmelo's gonna beat your ass." What? So he gets that. So Cameron asks which one he's fighting, and then Carmelo says, "I'm waiting." So Carmelo and Carmelo and Trick Williams leave, Cameron said it's going to be a 1-star match, and that 1-star is going to the moon. So we're going to get that. That match is going to happen at Vengeance Day, and we'll see what happens with that. I think they're going to give it to Cameron. I hope they do, because I know Carmelo, is now the undisputed champion, but he's held at the actual North American title for a couple of months now, so I think it's time to get it off him. Give it to Cameron, let Cameron just run with it for like a year. But let's see what happens with that. I would think he'll hold it for a while, then maybe Grayson Waller will probably get that title. Not that I want him to, but... And then, they can finish off the Grayson Waller-Eli Drake feud, and Eli wins the North American title. Probably by the fall or by the winter, but we'll see. Alright, so we got that. So, alright, that is it. We got 20 minutes, and we're going to finish this off. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Probably the best segment of the night right there. Alright, then we go to a video of Malik Blade and Idris Inoue, who are going to be taking on MSK in the semifinals. They debate a team name, and Idris Inoue thinks they should ask Mandy Rose. You're still thirsty for Mandy Rose, you horny bastards. She's my bitch. Mandy literally falls through the floor, through the door, not the floor, through the door, and into Malik's arms. He's like, "Thank you." So Kaylee Ray comes in, rips off Mandy's jacket, which has Inoue rather happy, I bet. So he wants to go after them, but Malik Blade says, "I just need a minute." I wonder why. You're going to jack off? You're going to change your pants? Hey, if Mandy came through my door and just like started falling into my lap, you think I would have somebody else come through my door and try to stop her and kick her ass? I'm like, fucking bitch, get the fuck out! That's my bitch. I'm gonna go in my bedroom, lock the door, and start fucking her in the ass about 50 times. Until she says, no! I'm like, no! I'm the prince of all Saiyans. You will take the vitamins and the milk. Because I'm an animal. I will not let Mandy leave my house. I don't care what it is. Unless she got me a job in NXT, but I'm not working on the Vince McMahon. Fuck him. And fuck Nick Khan, too. If I want to work for a Khan, it'd be Tony Khan. But I digress. Alright, so that segment was kind of weird, so I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. But, you know, the chase is on between Mandy Rose and Kaylee Ray. And we'll move on. Alright, there we go. Then we see Diamond Mine. You know, the entire Diamond Mine. They're ready to face Imperium again after they win the Dusty Classic, most likely the Creed brothers. And then the grizzled young veterans, Drake and Gibson, come in and start laughing at them. Because they face the Creed brothers next week in the semifinals. And you know the grizzled young veterans are going to lose. Why are they there? Can they go back to NXT UK, please? Or just get them out of NXT, get them out of WWE, let them go to Impact, or let them go to Ring of Honor, or go to AEW, and let them be stars there. Not that AEW needs more tag teams, but I think they go to Impact, because I think Impact needs more tag teams. Just can't be Violent by Design and the Good Brothers. And now with Honor No More, you know, OGK there now, just to do that Ring of Honor Impact storyline. Or you can put put the prophecy in there, you know, Taurus and Crazy Steve. Because he is Crazy Steve. You know, there's 3 tag teams there. Well, 2 tag teams and the champs, of course. Why not put the Grizzled Young Veterans in there? They won't be called the Grizzled Young Veterans, obviously. They'll probably just be called Drake and Gibson. So, send them over to Impact, send them over to Ring of Honor. There you go. You don't have to send them over to AEW. Because I think if they go there, they'll probably get misused. Like LAX and a whole bunch of other teams that really don't get much TV time. They'll probably just be relegated to Dark and Elevation and maybe an episode of Rampage here and there. Not Dynamite much, but it is what it is. And that's that. Alright, so we'll see what happens with Imperium and Diamond Mine in the next couple weeks. And that's it. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. That's it. Alright, then we get to a match. Our next match, Joe Gacy with Harlan at ringside. He takes on our good buddy Eli Drake. And that's not an insult. That is just a fucking fact of life. So, this was an okay match. Lasted 4 goddamn minutes. Should have been more, but filler match. And that's pretty much it. Really nothing happened here. They go to the outside. Knight fights to his feet, hits a jumping neckbreaker into his power slam. Then they collide on the floor for a double down on the floor. And then Sangha comes out. I thought it was Sangra, but Sangha. Tomo Tonga? No. So Sangha comes out, and he just stares at Eli, but Grayson Waller comes from behind, does that flipping, dippity, rolling stunner of his, knocks him out. Gacy gets in at 9. And then, actually, Gacy gets in the ring, and then, they throw, somehow, I think Eli got in at 9. And really, Eli should have took the count out, in my eyes, but he gets in, and then Gacy hits the handspring clothesline. 1, 2, 3, he pins Eli Drake. In about a little over 4 minutes and 14 seconds. That's pretty much it. Nothing great there, but just continues the Grayson Waller Eli Drake feud, which started all the way back at Halloween Havoc. So when is it going to end? Probably by WrestleMania time, but we'll see. Alright, so like I said, I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Walter yells at Eli. Who tries to lunge at him, but that doesn't work. That means a choke slam from Sanga. And then Walter says if Eli can beat Sanga next week, maybe the restraining order will be lifted. That's a tall task, no pun intended, for Eli to get. And we'll see what happens with that. I think Eli will beat Sanga next week, and then at Vengeance Day, we'll get Eli versus Grayson Waller. And I hope Eli beats the shit out of him. Because that's not an insult. That is just a fact of life. So get that. Alright, after that, we get Robert Stone, or Robbie E. And he's very happy that he signed Von Wagner to his Robert Stone brand. Okay. You got any more people coming there, Robbie? Probably. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, then we go to another filler match. 3 minutes and 24 seconds. We got Amari Miller taking on Miss Sleepyhead, Wendy Q. Okay. We find out Tiffany Stratton offered Amari Miller a shopping spree if she takes out Wendy. Wendy! Hello, Wendy! So the bell rings, Q goes to the mat, takes a goddamn nap. But Amari Miller's like, I want to wrestle. I don't want to sleep. I want to wrestle. So she takes, so Wendy goes to the mat to take a nap, but she takes Miller to the mat for a nap on her leg. Ew. Anyway, an elbow drop gives Wendy a near fall. Then it's time to get serious for a minute. So, she gets a pair of hard suplexes. Then she locks in a 1905 sleeper, gets broken up. Amari Miller gets a near fall off a jawbreaker. And then Tiffany Stratton gets involved and throws Amari Miller a credit card, which allows Wendy to hit Miller in the face, I guess with said credit card, for the pin. I think it's time. Nick, you know what time it is. It's that time, Nick. Grab your Book of Doom. If you have it, Nick, are you ready to hit? Are you ready, Nick, with your Book of Doom or whatever you might have to, to do this? Let's get ready, Nick. On the count of 3, Nick. Let's do the Book of Doom and Book of Doom. 1, 2, 3. I know that messed up my hair, but it is what it is. What the fuck was that? What are they doing with Karen Q? What the fuck is going on here? And what the hell are they doing with Tiffany Stratton? She just comes out like, Daddy, they're messing with me. And then next thing you know, she's throwing credit cards in the ring and having the opponent try to hit the other opponent with a credit card. Was she gonna swipe? Like, oh, I'm gonna hit you and I'm gonna swipe it up your ass. What the fuck? This is weird. But that's all I gotta say about that. But anyway, we'll move on from that. Excuse me. Alright, so we get that. Match was garbage. I gave it 1.5 out of 5 stars. That's it. Alright, I gotta finish this up. Alright, after the match, Tiffany Stratton yells at Amari Miller, but Wendy Q is made off with the credit card. Oh boy. Her daddy's not gonna be mad. So we move on from that. Nobody cares. Alright, now we see Persia Pirotta and Indy Hartwell. They're ready to win the women's tag team belts from Gigi Dolan and Casey Jane. And then we see Dexter Loomis. Hey, we haven't seen Lexi Dexy or whatever they call it, Index in a while. So he's like, he seems to approve. And then Brooks Jensen comes in and asks for advice from the women. Oh, for advice on women, I should say. Indy says some nonverbal communication. She says nonverbal communication is a good thing. And then Dexter looks at her. And then they're off and they gotta have sex in the hot tub. Those people are freaks. Especially Dexter. But this one is. Hey, if Indy wants to get, her her ass pounded in the hot tub, why not? I'd love to get a hot tub myself, but I don't have one. I have the room to get one. I have a big backyard, so I can put it in the backyard. Rosa wants to get one of those, but I'm like, you got the money for that? Just saying. I'd love to get a hot tub and just not go out in the winter and get into the hot tub. I just board it up during the winter, just use it in the summertime. That's pretty much it. All right, so we'll see what happens with Indy and Dexter getting it on in the hot tub. Well, I guess Persia and Brooks Jensen, I guess, just look at each other. So Brooks Jensen's looking to get some pussy, but he just can't get any. Sad for you. All right, so I gave that 2 out of 5 stars, and we'll move on. All right, then we get a video on Draco Anthony, just because. All right. After that, we get a new video of Nikita Lyons. Have you seen her on Instagram? Holy shit, her ass. Whoosh. Damn. That ass. Damn. So anyway, Nikita Lyons talks about growing up around music as her dad was a musician and her mom was a groupie. Now she's a singer/rapper, but also wants to be an NXT superstar. So, basically, we think it's like Hit Row, but it's not like Hit Row. So, it's not Hit Row. So, anybody says it's Hit Row, it's not Hit Row. Or Shit Row, as JD would say. So, yeah, so just, we got another one of those musicians like, hey, I think I could be a wrestler. But that's her gimmick, and she's not actually I don't think she's an actual singer/rapper. But, goddamn, she looks good. But we'll see what happens with her in the next coming weeks, and when she makes her debut, we'll see what happens with that. All right, so I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. All right, then we see Saray, again, this time dressed up as a schoolgirl. She gets interrupted by Dakota Kai, of all people, Dakota Kai, who warns her about how relationships can go south. Ho ho! Do we all know about that? We all know how relationships can go south. You don't get, you don't get the dick, you don't get, if you're a guy, you're not getting any, pussy, the relationship's going down. And if you're a woman, you're not getting dick, then there you go. So that's why all you trolls are basically single. Because you have tiny little cats. And probably your girlfriends look like fucking whores. That's why they're sliding in me and Nick's DMs every fucking day. But it is what it is. But I digress. So we got that. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to Draco Anthony and Andre Chase of Chase University. We see Bodie Howard in the corner of Andre Chase. Nothing to see here. 4.5 minute garbage fest. Kind of went back and forth. Getting to the end, Anthony gets back up, steals Haywood's flag. That's not good. But Haywood won't let him stomp on it. But instead, Andre Chase unloads in the corner. Then he hits a downward spiral. I wonder who he stole that from. And finishes off Draco Anthony in about 4.5 minutes. Match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. Nothing to see here. That's pretty much all I got to say about that. It's another filler match, and I don't give a shit about. Anyway, we move on. All right, because we got 7 minutes to Dynamite, and I'll be on Twitter live to give you my thoughts about Dynamite tonight, and then later on, probably about 11:30, I'll be back right here on this very channel with my NXT review. So don't forget that. That's why my reviews usually, this would have been probably like a 2-hour show right now, but it's an hour and 10 minutes as of from what I'm looking at my little thing over here. So Nick, hopefully you come back for my NXT review later in the night, because we're coming right back with live shows, not on StreamYard as much as we might do anymore. I feel YouTube Live is better because, but I have nothing to say about StreamYard because you can have people on StreamYard. YouTube Live you obviously cannot, but I like YouTube Live myself because I don't have to deal with kicking people out and everything. And, it's just a mess, but I might go back on StreamYard probably maybe on the weekend, but we'll see what happens with that. All right, so after that, we go to Mandy Rose, still running away from Kaylee Ray. She stops for a water at catering. Hey, was Titus there? No. So she grabs some water. Kaylee Ray shows up and pours spaghetti on her, followed by a cake to the head. So Mandy's not looking so good. Was it good? By the way, was it good spaghetti though, or was it just like shit spaghetti you get in a can? Better be good spaghetti from a good Italian restaurant. Because I don't know if Titus and Company can make some good spaghetti. They probably got SpaghettiOs or something like that, you know what I mean? Like Dana Brooke went to the store and got some SpaghettiOs or something like that. Like Titus like, Dana, go to the store, we need some spaghetti! And she comes back with SpaghettiOs. I'm like, damn it, bitch, I said spaghetti! Not SpaghettiOs! Dumb bitch, get the fuck out of here. Fucking cunt. But I digress. Anyway, so we get that. Mandy looks like she just came out. I mean, she looks like a mess. Then Katie Ray stalks her with the bat. Mike who? Mike who? Oh, are you thinking about who there again, Nick? I don't know if we want to come out, but that's maybe later. We'll see. Anyway, let me just finish this because we're 4 minutes away from Dynamite. And I gotta actually put that on. Give me 1 second here. Let me go to my trusty 33-inch TV. Well, maybe 32-inch TV. Okay, let me well, I don't want to do that. Let's go to live TV. There you go. Alright, let's go to CBS. Because I got the rich man's cable. I get TNT. I keep thinking TNT is on a different channel. On 139 on my dish. It's 138. Boom. Alright, so Dynamite's about 3 minutes away, so we're gonna end this up right now. Alright, so after that, we go to the main event, the Gallo del Fantasma. Without Santos, so it's Raul Mendoza. I thought it was a 3-on-2. I thought it was a 3-on-2 handicap match. But Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wilde. They take on Ciampa and Breakker. Almost an 11.5-minute match. Santos Escobar and the lovely, hot, sexy Elektra Lopez at ringside. I want to fuck her in the ears. But anyway, it was a back and forth match. And we get near the end. Raul Mendoza scores with a springboard missile dropkick. Then the Phoenix Splash for a near fall. Then we get a I think this is Braun Breaker who came in. He hits a spear, cutting Mendoza in half. But then Joaquin Wilde makes the save. And then Joaquin Wilde goes up and gets shoved hard off the top and through the announcer's table. Did not hit Vic Joseph. Damn. And then Breakker wins the match with that Gorilla Press power slam of his, finishing off Raul Mendoza for the win at the 11:24 mark. So nothing big there, not a bad match. So I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Santos Escobar gets on the apron. He stares down Braun Breaker, and it looks like Ciampa was about to attack Breaker, like he was about to turn heel. I was thinking, it's like, okay, it's like he's got to do it, and then Mandy Rose and Kaylee Ray come in to break that whole thing up. So I guess we have to wait till next week for that. So Ciampa's eventual possible heel turn. But we'll see. So Kaylee Ray and Mandy Rose come out. And Mandy gets in the ring. She's begging off. He's begging off. And Kaylee Ray grabs the bat, starts doing the Sting thing. He's like, oh, I'm gonna get you. And then Mandy's like, okay, you get your title shot. So Katie's all happy, and everybody's happy. She gets a title shot next week, blah, blah, blah. Not that she's gonna win, probably, but who knows. So after that, Mandy tries to attack her, and then Kaylee Ray locks her in the KLL bomb. Boom! Lays her out to end the show. There you go. So that's it. So not a bad NXT from last night. I gave it a standard 6 out of 10 stars. And let me know what you guys think down below or in the comments section of the video. Don't forget to hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you never miss an upload. Share it all over the internet. Subscribe to my channel and my other 4 main channels, which are down in my pants. And that's all I gotta say about that. So thank you all for watching. Make sure you watch my Shane McMahon video after this video. And so you get caught up to date on all the stuff that's going on today. And then later on tonight, don't forget your AEW Dynamite review. And that's it. Alright, we are live on Dynamite. Dynamite is live from Chicago. And it begins with our good buddy from Cincinnati, Ohio, Jon Moxley. And here he comes, Mr. Wild Thing himself, as he's going to be taking on Brian Kendrick in his AEW debut. This will probably be a 4-minute suckfest, but we'll see. So that's it. Alright, so I'm going to go watch Dynamite. Check me out on Twitter. I'll be there in a little bit to give you some live reactions and live looks and stuff like that. And then we'll be back live to do an in-depth review right here on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel at about, I would say about 11:30. So I'll see you guys later. Check out my Shane McMahon video, and that's all I can say about that. So thank you all for watching. I got a couple more things from Nick. Yeah, the one that will not be named, the drunk failed MMA fighter. Yeah, we know who that guy is. Alright, Nick says they'll be going in a grave when I get done with them. Yeah, that's the same for me. Okay, Nick says you get half, I get half. Okay, I get you mean. Yeah, when we go to Japan, you mean that obviously. Wait a minute, why is Wheeler Yuta, Mr. Denhausen! Sorry. Why is Wheeler Yuta out? I don't get why. Okay, I guess Brian Kendrick did not make the show because now Wheeler Yuta's facing off against Moxley, and Orange Cassidy and Mr. Danhausen are there. So maybe something must have happened to Kendrick. I don't know why they must have went on the fly or something like that. I'll have to find out about that, but it looks like Mr. Danhausen, looking great, spooky. And if you don't like Mr. Danhausen, well, you're going to get cursed for life. So yeah, now he's part of the best friends. Give me a hug. So that's cool. I want to see Mr. Danhausen against Adam Cole, baby. I can see that. And now Moxley's looking at Mr. Danhausen. Mr. Danhausen's like, you can bet that this show is going to get a 1.2 just because of Mr. Danhausen. I don't care about Punk and MJF tonight. I only care about is fucking Mr. Danhausen. That's just great. like to paint my face up like that. Look like Mr. Danhausen. I still look sexy. More sexy than you motherfuckers out there. But I digress. Alright, so we got that. So I guess so no Dave Butt for Brian Kendrick tonight. Sucks to be you. Well, at least Moxie's gonna get a win in about 6 minutes or so. We'll see. We've got more to come later on. Alright, so yeah. That's right, Nick. You get half, I get half, okay? We just have to call Mr. Miyamoto and, let him know that we're coming to Japan. I don't know when, but when we do get there, we have to call him up, and then he'll bring the bus of and the bevy of hot as fuck Japanese chicks to our hotel, and then we just pick and choose. Now, how many do you want there, Nick? You want 4, 5, 6, 12? I mean, you do get half, 50-50, like Bill Alfonso says. So, you can have 12, I get 6, you get 6. Or there could be 8, I get 4, you get 4. Though I would like all of them, but I'll share. I don't want to, but I'll share. Because as long as I can have Maki Ito, motherfucker! And Mina Sakamura. Hey, man, you can have Rio if she's there, but, that's fine. But anybody else is fair game, okay? There you go. We move on. Okay, Nick says, if this leads to a Sailor Moon gimmick for Saray, I'll watch NXT. No. She's probably gonna do this weird schoolgirl gimmick that she turns in. She comes out, then like a big light comes on, and then she turns into the Warrior of the Sun. Something like that. That's what I think. I mean, if anybody can do Sailor Moon, it's Sasha Banks, if you saw the Royal Rumble. And boy, she can do some splits, too. She learned from experience. She does splits on my dick. Because she's my 4th wife, after all. She's boys time on my dick, This is what it is. Alright, okay, Mike. Alright, Mike, okay. Mike! I want to watch goddamn freaking Dynamite, and you want him to come out? Alright, fine. I have to be nice to Nick. Mike! Come here. I'm sorry to bother you. I know you're in the middle of a sex session with the fabulous Moolah. I know, get in here. Just remember to put your pants back on. Gilmore, what do you want? I'm just trying to fuck fabulous Moolah in the ass. What do you want? Nick wants to say hi. Hi, Nick! Why are you bothering me? I'm trying to have sex. Leave me alone. But hi anyway. Hi, fans. I gotta go back and fuck famous Moolah, so I'll see you later. Don't forget, I'm awesome. Okay, Mike, go back there. Just remember to use a condom. Oh, wait, you don't have to use a condom. You're in heaven. You're dead. So, go ahead and have some great babies with Fabulous Moolah. Go ahead. What? You go have a great show and a great night. And if you have sex with your wife, just be able to wrap it up too. Well, I don't have to do that. I have a good pull-out game. So, but no, my woman's not here tonight. She had to help her friend, tonight, and she'll be back probably tomorrow. After her jobby job, so. And Rosa does have a job, by the way. I'm not telling you what it is. And it's not as my caregiver, not as my nurse or anything like that. I got my own job. And it's not as her caregiver or her nurse, so. Fuck you! So that's it. But, yeah. So she's out, Rosa's out for the night. But she'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully. Depending on the storm. We're getting a big rainstorm, and that's it. Look at that. Ooh, Moxley and Orange Cassidy looking at each other. And then, Mr. Danhausen tried to curse Moxley, and then Wheeler Yuta comes flying off the top and almost hits Mitsu Danhausen right in the head. Well, and Wheeler Yuta with a snap German suplex. And then Moxley tries for a German suplex. Wheeler Yuta counters into a fruit roll-up for a near fall. And then off the ropes they go. And then Gilmore Kata by Moxley. And I think it's over. Picks him up. Here comes the paradigm shift. And nope. Wheeler Yuta gets out of it. Blocks the thing. And a Olympic slam by Wheeler Yuta. Why is this match going on? How long? It's like a 9-minute match. Why is this going on for 9 minutes? Wheeler Yuta off the top. Big splash on the Moxley. But Moxley's going to kick out, obviously. And he does. So we get that. And, maybe Mr. Danhausen will come in the ring for the win. I don't know. But it's just weird to have Mr. Danhausen and the best friends. It's kind of weird. Unless he's going to be part of Chaos and he goes to Japan. That would be awesome. Alright, so Moxley tried for a wheelbarrow and he converted it into a 1925 sleeper. Then a big clothesline. Now he's just dropping the elbows on Wheeler Yuta's face, and Wheeler Yuta's like throwing up. He's just destroying this piece of crap jobber. Now I think it's time to end it. There you go. Paradigm shift. You can count to 5,000. There you go. So, Moxley gets the win over Wheeler Yuta. And that's pretty much it. I wonder if we're going to see Bryan Danielson on the screen, or if he comes out or something like that. Because they're leading up to something with Moxley and Danielson, most likely at Revolution, coming up in a month or so from now. So, is he going to talk? What's going to happen here? Let's see what happens. Mr. Moxley. So now Moxley is 3-0 in his comeback. Oh, there's Bryan Danielson's in the ring. And now there's a big epic stare down. The fans are going completely nuts with the yes chant. Let him fight. Beat him up. Kick his ass. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's have a fight right now. Moxley's ready. Let's do it. Come on. Oh, no. We're going to get a talk from Danielson. God damn it. I don't want to make this too long, so I'm gonna watch the rest of this. So thank you all for watching. Nick, thanks as always for coming in, my tribal chief of the chat. And got a pretty good viewership. We got up to about 4 at times. Yeah, that's alright. But that's all I gotta say about that. So thanks for watching. One more video coming your way a little bit later for my AEW Dynamite review. But for now, I'm Peter Gilmore, saying thank you for watching. And as always, if you're not down with that, me, Nick, and the entire goddamn prophecy, which is real as real can come. And if you think it's not real, then go watch my video on PG Rants. And that's all I gotta say about that. So, to me, Nick, and the entire prophecy, if you're not down with that, well, too goddamn bad. And we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's all I gotta say about that. Adios, amigos. We'll see you again next time. Peace. Ha!